All right, and I think I'm recording. So this is the second part of 3.3, Properties of Logarithms, and we finished up on this section or this page last time. I did want to go over some that had the expressions, maybe 21 and 20. Yeah, they look difficult, but they're not too bad. So if you want to try 21, yeah, try 21. I'll do 20. All right, so here we have 8 times ln natural log of e squared minus natural log of e to the 12. Remember, natural log is log base e. So when the bases are the same, they cancel out and you're left with whatever your exponent is. So here, this base cancels out with this base, and this base cancels out with this base. So we're left with 8 times 2 minus 12. And we get 8 times 2 is 16, minus 12, and that's 4. Ta-da! Yeah. And uh, let's see. So yeah, why don't you try 21? That'll be a fun one. And everything else looks the same as what we did last time. So should be good. Let me put that in the notes. All right. And here we have just expanding. So with these properties of logarithms, remember we have the product property, we have where are they? Here you go. We have the product property, the quotient property, and the power property. With those three properties, we can expand or condense an expression. And that's what we'll see here. Okay, and then sometimes expanding and condensing is going to help us to evaluate an expression as well. Okay, so yeah, here it's just good practice to try them out. All right, hold on. All right, and I think I resumed the recording. Sorry, there's a call. Um, let's see, where were we? Oh, here we're going to expand the expressions. So here I did, um, I started the one I wrote out. Yeah, let's do this. Copy, paste. All right. So I'll do 37, and uh, if you want to try another one, feel free to. I believe it was 30. If you want to try 30, that's good. Or 32. Actually, 31, because 31 is um, yeah, 31 is a odd number, so you can check your work there. All right, it's going to be similar. So let's do 37. Here, what we want to do is we want to expand. And remember, when we're expanding, there's an order that you want to do it in. Okay, so you want to start with if you have any products, quotients, or powers. Okay, the first thing that I would do is the quotients. So start with the quotients. Is that what I told you yesterday? I don't remember. Okay, so deal with the quotients first, and then after you split up the fraction, then you can do the products. Okay, the product property, and then after that, you could do the power property. Power property is always going to be last. Okay, so yeah, follow this order. If I said a different order last time, forget that and just do this one. All right, so here, notice that we have multiple things. We have this, we have this quotient, and then we have all of these products. And then we're going to have all these exponents as well. Okay, or powers, sorry. Okay, so we want to get rid of those, or we want to expand it one at a time, just like order of operation. So I'm going to put ln, and we're going to put the top part. The numerator always goes first. 3a to the fourth, b to the seventh, c, and then on the bottom, the denominator, we have ln, fourth root of b minus 9. And what I'm going to do is instead of writing fourth root of b minus 9, I'm going to change that. I'm going to make it an exponent. Okay, that's going to change to 1/4. Remember, the fourth root is equal to the 1/4 power. All right, now that quotient, the reason we're allowed to separate them like that is because the quotient property says if you are dividing, then you can subtract. Like subtracting them. There you go. And now we're going to do the product property. So there's a lot of products around here. So we have, so everything that's together, all the numbers and the letters together, you're going to split them all up. And you're going to put ln in between. So natural log of 3, natural log of a, and a to the fourth, natural log of b to the seventh, natural log of c, okay, minus, there's no products here, so we just keep it the same. And all of those products become plus. So all the things that we're multiplying together become plus. There you go. And we'll look at one where we have a product in the denominator, because that one is a little different. Not different, but there's something that you have to keep in mind. Okay, so we're done with the products. Yay, now we're on to the last step, which is the powers. So all those powers, bring them down. Natural log of 3, power of 1, doesn't matter. Natural log of a to the fourth. Oh, that 4 is going to be brought down. Natural log of b to the seventh, that 7 is going to be brought down. Natural log of c has a power of 1, doesn't matter. This natural log of b minus 9, we keep this in a parentheses. Keep it simple. Keep it in parentheses, that 1/4 power, bring it down. And here we go. So we brought down that 4, we brought down that 7, and we brought down that 1/4. And that's it. So expanding it, we're making it much bigger, right? And we're going to condense it. We're going to make it smaller later. Okay. And you will see this in placement tests specifically for like pre-calc and algebra 2 stuff. So yeah, we'll see that there. Okay. Let me put this on the notes. All right. Now let's try some more. I believe I did not do any others ahead of time. Oh well, it's okay. Which one looks good? Okay, so 29 is like what we just did in the numerator, right? Same thing. Um, let's do one with some negative exponents. So let's do 35. Sounds good. Let's do 36, and if you want to do 35, you can. So 36. All right. Oh, I shouldn't have taken out the. There you go. Let me just get rid of this stuff. There you go. All right. So you want to follow that order. And um, okay, so notice that there's no quotients. Good. Let's move on to the next products. So we have log base 5 everywhere. Log base 5a to the 6. Log base 5 of b, the negative third. Log base 5 of c to the fourth. Notice how those bases are all the same. And it's the product, so wherever we split it up, we're going to put a plus sign in between. Okay, so when you multiply, you add. When you divide, you subtract. And now we're going to do the power part. So whenever you have an exponent, you bring that exponent down to the front. So 6, negative 3, and 4. Log base 5 of A. And then plus, with the negative, it just becomes minus 3 log base 5 of B plus 4 times log base 5 of C. And that's it. All right, and notice, even though we didn't have a quotient, we still have that negative because of that negative exponent. Because technically that negative exponent is like, it's if you write it with all positive exponents, it looks like this. Okay, that's what it would look like. And there you go. Here, I'll put it in little bubbles. There you go. Thought bubble. All right. Yeah, so try 35. It's not bad. It's pretty fun once you get the hang of it. And it's good to practice. These properties just like the exponentials for the most part. All right, so there's that one. And then we're also going to do the reverse, which is condensing. So let's condense. Oh, let's put this up. I did want you to try 31. Yeah, forgot to put this one up. All right. So this is condensing, just making it compacted, right? So it's going to be spread out. It's going to be expanded with all those pluses and minuses. We just want to make it itty bitty tiny and condense it. All right. I think that's enough space. I'll do it here. So let's do some. On my notes, I did 44. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. It'll look similar to what we just did. All right. So I'll do 44 if you want to try 41. That's a good one. All right. So let's do 44. All right. Now this is gonna be different from what we did before. Okay. So here, the condensing order is going to be backwards, basically. So you're going to start with the powers first. So if you see anything in front, if you see any numbers, variables in front of the logs, you bring those up first. You make those into exponents. So do the power first, and then we're going to do the quotient. Actually, let's do um, the quotients and the powers you can do all together. Sorry, the products and the quotients. All right, I'll put those together because um, here I'll type this one so it's legible. Whatever has a plus goes at the top. All positives terms go up to the numerator. All negative terms, minus terms, go down the denominator. All right, yeah, that's the easiest way to do it. Pretty straightforward. So the power, oh, here, I should write that too. Um, all numbers or variables in front of the log become exponents. Spread this one out so it's legible. That's better. Okay, so that's the order we want to do it, okay? So do the power, anything in front first. So do you see anything in front? Anything at all? Yes, we do. We have this 7, we have this 11, 7, 11. Why do they always do that? All right, so this becomes natural log of 13 plus natural log of a to the 7th plus natural log of b to the 11th plus c, natural log of c. All right, and now we're going to do the adding and subtracting part. I didn't have any negatives? Oh, I did. It was a minus 11. I'm sorry. Yeah, and even though this is a negative, even though it looks like a negative 11 here, oops, there you go. Okay, so even though it's a negative 11 here, um, just put the 11 on top, okay? If you want to make it in a negative 11 and change that to a positive, you can. You're just gonna have to do another step, but whatever you want. Okay. So here, I'm gonna use different colors just so you could see. So I forgot what colors I used before. I should really remember. Okay. So reds are the positive. Those are gonna be on top. Those are gonna be the numerators. Oh, no, sorry, greens going to be the numerators. So this is a positive, right? There's an invisible positive there. This is a positive. This is a negative. This is a positive. I'm going to put all my greens on top and all my reds on the bottom. And the yellows in the middle. And we get a stop sign. Just kidding. So here, we just have one natural log now. Okay, so put all those on top. We got a 13. We got an A to the 7th. We got a C all on the top. And here's our quotient. And on the bottom, we get that B to the 11th. And that is that. All right, so try 41. I know you have the AC. Same thing. You want to just keep it the AC whenever you have a. I'll do one. Yeah, let's do one. Which one? I don't know. We'll find out. Um, yeah, why don't we do 40 and then because everything else looks similar. So I'll do 40 and then why don't you do 39 if you want to try it. Okay. It's a lot of problems. I'm sorry. Let's do 40 though. So 5 times the log of base 7 of 2x minus 1/3 log base 7 of 5x plus 1. And again, you need to make sure that all the bases are the same. Okay, because you can only do these properties when the bases are the same. Sometimes they're gonna trick you. But yeah. All right, so we want to do the powers first. So anything in front of the log goes on top. Okay, those become exponents. So we have log base 7 of 2x minus log base 7 of 5x plus 1. And that becomes 5 becomes an exponent, and that 1/3 becomes an exponent. It's the power property in reverse. Okay. And now we're going to, um, now some books, they want you to distribute this 5 whenever you have a parentheses. Yeah, it's no big deal. It's good fun. You can do it if you'd like. Let's do it. Log base 7 and 2 to the 5th, x to the 5th. So that's what that parentheses is telling us. You're taking the 5th power of both of those. All right. Minus, and then that 1/3 power becomes the cube root. Oops, I forgot the log. Huh, huh, log base 7 of cube root 5x plus 1. All right. And 2 to the 5th is going to give us, I believe it's 32. A good one to know. I think it's 32. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Yeah. All right. And then x to the 5th minus log base 7 cube root of 5x plus 1. All right. So now we did the power. Now we're going to do the quotients and the products. So any of the positives go on top, any of the negatives go on the bottom. This is a positive, that's going to go on top. This one's a negative. That's going to go on the bottom, right? And here we go. Log base 7 of 32. X to the 5th. And oops, not 5th root, 3rd cube root. 5x plus 1. And that's it. Oh, you can put equal signs. Questions on that? So try some out. It's good practice. Now, as you saw before, the book was okay with the radical in the denominator. If you get a teacher that is picky about the radicals in the denominator, they don't want those radicals in the denominator. Remember, you can always simplify it and simplify it. So here, it's okay for me, but if any other teachers, they might be picky about it. So let me show you how to do that. To simplify that radical, you want to multiply both the top and the bottom by that radical. 5x plus 1 root 5x plus 1, but not only once. Okay, for square roots, it's just once. But here, because of these bigger roots, we need 3 of these. So we need 3 of them. So this tells us how many we need to get rid of it. So we have 1, 2, and we need another one. So we have 1 already, so we need 2 more. So this is going to be the cube root of 5x plus 1 squared. Ta-da! And when you do that, then you get log base 7, 32x to the 5th, and cube root of 5x plus 1 squared all over. And the radical goes away because we have 3 of them. 1, right? We have 1, 2, and 3. So there's 3 of them, so it goes away, and we're left with 5x plus 1. Ooh. So you can write it like that as well. All right. That's it. So try 39. Um, and yeah, we'll look at something else next time.